GCSE results day is over, and maybe you didn't get the grades that you wanted. I know that sinking feeling. You work for months, maybe years, and the results sheet says something else, or something completely different. First thing is, breathe. You're not the only one. Thousands of students across the UK feel the exact same right now. But here's the truth. Bad GCSE grades are not the end. This video is all about how to bounce back, rebuild confidence, and actually use this as fuel to do better. Step 1, acceptance. And I don't mean giving up, I mean facing the result. It's okay to feel upset, potentially rant, cry, eat a tub of ice cream, whatever. But you've got to avoid living in denial, because once you accept it, you can actually plan your comeback. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Now let's talk options, because GCSEs don't just have one outcome. There's always the option of remarking it. If you feel like your paper has been marked unfairly, you should first consult a teacher and then request for your scripts back, and then review your exam scripts beforehand to see if it's actually worthwhile to get a remark. Otherwise, you're just wasting money. If you missed a 4 or in maths or English, then yes, you have to reset it, but think of it as a second chance with way less pressure, because it's not the same exam season that you sat this year. And if your grades weren't high enough for your first choice sixth form, don't panic. There are many other sixth form colleges, apprenticeships courses, BTEC courses, etc. that can still take you, and they're also equally valid options. And one final secret for you guys. Employers and universities care much more about what you do after GCSE, so they care about the A-levels, the work experience, to get into the uni. That's what defines you, not the actual, not getting one bad grade in an exam. That's perfectly fine, don't worry. Here's the biggest shift. Reset your mindset. Right now, you might think that bad GCSEs mean that you're not smart, but that's not true. They just mean that your approach didn't work this time. Think about it like this. If you revise by just rereading notes, of course it didn't stick. If you crammed the night before, your brain wasn't ready and you're tired the next morning. It's not your intelligence that's failed, it's just the method. That's how I like to put it. As you can see in this test magazine, article, where they put some statistics of the ways that students have revised and effective revision methods. They write in the first paragraph under revision tips that in common with previous studies, the most used strategies were rereading and summarizing. Okay guys, so you can see that a lot of people are just rereading their notes. They're not actually, they're not doing past paper questions. And as you can see in the second paragraph, it says that practice testing was only used as a primary method by just over 8% of students. Like, come on, that's got to change, right? I keep saying past papers are important, and this is the reason why. Okay, now for the action plan. So what can you actually do right now? Here's a bounce back plan that you can literally start today. First of all, write down the subject or subjects that you struggled with the most. Don't just say, oh, I'm bad at science. Be more specific and look individually at each subject, at each topic that you didn't do well in, or that you thought you didn't do well in. Importantly, are you taking it for A-levels or not? If you are, then you got to figure out why you're struggling with it. Was it the timing? Was it the revision technique? Or do you just not practice enough? Okay. If you're not taking the subject for A-level, then don't stress too much about it. It's not that deep at the end of the world, because, unless it's like maths and English and you failed that, then you don't really need to worry, because the other options, they won't really make a difference, So the next one is pick a new method. For example, if you haven't done flashcards before, do flashcards. Or there's a revision method called Pomodoro or blurting. We'll cover these in later videos, guys, don't worry. But, do these methods if you think they work for you and you haven't tried them before. Because it's the last week of summer, but you've got enough time before, your next set of exams, resets, or even A-levels, to, get used to these revision techniques. Also, I wanna say build a 15-minute daily habit. So that's it, just 15 minutes. Get into these habits of revising using these methods. Over many weeks, it compounds into hours, okay, these 15 minutes. And you'll see very quickly into A levels how successful this method is. And finally, just ask for help. You've got teachers, you've got family, you've got friends, even online videos. There's a lot of positive content out there that will help you. Not saying that you should watch other people's videos, only watch mine, but it is good stuff out there. Yeah, there is good stuff out there. All right, moving forward now. The best part about bouncing back is that you get a fresh start. Year 12, apprenticeships, college, whatever path you're on, GCSEs do not control your future, they're just a starting line. So don't carry your results like a burden. Use them as motivation. Imagine how good it will feel in a couple of years. When you look back and think, oh, my year 11 self was so locked in at the start of A-levels, or that was really the turning point in my further studies, and you'll be really proud of yourself. So yeah, if your GCSE results weren't what you hoped for, remember it's not game over. It's just the start of a new chapter. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe because I've got a lot more videos coming on GCSE tips, study hacks, and even secrets your teachers didn't tell you. Trust me, you wouldn't want to miss them. See you in the next one. Oh, I didn't stop recording. Oh shit. I might add that as a blooper actually.